On this Memorial Day, we honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our country and our freedom. Here on the home front today, President Obama announced that he would nominate General Martin E. Dempsey to be the new chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and the president laid a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. More than 4,400 U.S. soldiers have died in Iraq since the war started in 2003, and over 1,500 have died in Afghanistan, where our Mike Betcher embedded for a year with the No Slack battalion of the 101st Airborne in Kunar Province. The men were just weeks from coming home when they found themselves in the battle of their lives. Tonight, a report that gives meaning to the idea of uncommon valor.
There was nowhere to run, so we dove into a muddy hillside.
0470.
I tucked in with my camera next to Captain Ed BANKSTON, Headquarters Company, No Slack Battalion, 101st Airborne. 9 months earlier, he'd been shot in the legs, but fought to get back to the front. That's where he was now, out front and exposed. BANKSTON's mission was to hunt and kill the Taliban in a remote mountain valley near the Pakistan border. But the Taliban had struck first. They were hunting and killing us.
I won't forget anything on that day the rest of my life. I'll question every piece for the rest of my life.
The roar of thousands of flying bullets was deafening. Every U.S. position was being attacked at once from all sides.
The enemy situation right now is they're shooting from a bunch of different places.
Captain Kevin Mott's platoon was pinned down 50 yards to the right of us.
Hey, tell him I want a gun run from west to east running up this spur here.
The No Slack Battalion was assigned perhaps the toughest area of Afghanistan, Kunar Province, known as the Heart of Darkness. For several months, our cameras were with them as they fought on snow-covered mountaintops and in treacherous mountain valleys.
He's still too low!
They fought hard and played hard. This little escapade was orchestrated by one of 3rd Platoon's most popular leaders, Sergeant Ofran Arachaga. The younger men adored him. The older leaders respected him. Everyone thought of him as a soldier's soldier.
Set the guns there.
Same with Arachaga's platoon leader, Captain Kevin Mott.
3597.
His boys, 3rd Platoon, would walk into fire for him. Last June, Mott was shot in the head and tumbled hundreds of feet down a mountain. He should have died, but recovered, and like BANKSTON, he too fought to return to Afghanistan to lead his men. All of them had less than a month before going home. Their objective, find a way to get home alive.
So you really have 16 days left?
Yes.
But first, they had to get through what would be their final battle.
Task order for this will be 3rd Platoon. Raise your hand if you call it out. 3rd Platoon, Captain Mott. He'll have one platoon.
BANKSTON and Mott briefed their part of Operation Strong Eagle 3 on a huge battlefield mock-up called a sand table.
Decisive operation, LZ Crane, continuing operation number 1.
They were a little nervous about it. 400 U.S. soldiers would be airlifted into a remote mountain valley near Pakistan that served as the headquarters for a top Taliban and al-Qaeda leader.
But this is Barwala Calais. This is his home. This is his sanctuary. This is his neighborhood. No one's ever dared to go in there. You think it's going to cause a ruckus? I think so too.
I don't think anybody was necessarily prepared for exactly what it was going to be like, but some of us had, the worst in mind.
Watch this way.
At the start of the mission, even the terrain worked against them.
We weren't expecting that terrain. We looked at the imagery and everything before the mission. It did not look that steep.
Descending into the valley was a nightmare.
Basically, you had to hold on to a tree or a root or some type of shrub just to keep, standing up as you go down.
And then the rain, sleet, and hail came, chasing away the soldiers' main protection, attack helicopters. The Taliban's moment had come.
It sounded like the entire valley had erupted in fire.
Now, BANKSTON, Mott, and Arachaga were enveloped, like all of us, by enemy gunfire.
My men were in contact at our 3 different locations. The company commander was in contact. The 1st Platoon was in contact.
Every position that was getting attacked by 2 or 3 positions.
And then the radio call Mott hoped would never come.
God damn it! What happened? 3 casualties.
One of the casualties, the popular Sergeant Ofran Arachaga.